China sparks outrage comparing Gaza aftermath to own Muslim treatment. Mail. News. Latest. National Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth. World. Environment. Sign up for our newsletter envelope. Get the latest stories delivered straight to you. China sparks outrage comparing Gaza aftermath to own Muslim treatment. A social media post from Chinese officials showing two contrasting images has been condemned around the globe. Laura Kofod. An image shared by China's embassy in France has sparked outrage after appearing to compare the lives of Muslims in Xinjiang to the plight of those suffering in the Gaza conflict. The controversial post on social platform X is captioned, "Sans title," which translates to "untitled," and means something along the lines of, "no comment necessary." The caption is accompanied by two images. The first is of a bright city landscape in Xinjiang, the province where China is accused of ethnic cleansing of the Uyghur people, and the second shows a scene of destruction in Gaza following intense bombing from Israel as part of the country's mission to eradicate Hamas militants in retaliation to the October 7 attack. The comparison of the vastly different settings has been widely interpreted as a suggestion China believes it has brought great prosperity for Xinjiang's Muslim population, unlike the fate of Palestinians at the hands of Israel and the West, with the country's harshest critics accusing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of genocide in Gaza. Sans titre. pic.twitter.com/jalipmeisba. Ambassadeur de Chine en France, at Ambassadeur Chine, October 30, 2023. The Chinese Communist Party has vehemently denied accusations of genocide in Xinjiang despite a series of disturbing claims emerging from the province where more than 1 million of its Muslim Uyghur population have been imprisoned in re-education camps since 2017. Other allegations include forcing the Uyghurs into manufacturing labor camps, conducting intense surveillance, and forced sterilizations. Backlash over Chinese officials' suggestions. Social media users and activists fighting for the human rights of Uyghurs were shocked by China's suggestion Uyghurs are living a prosperous life that is seemingly portrayed in the photo. "I see the pictures, but do you see people there? It just shows buildings." Genocide comes in all different ways. Bombs don't need to be dropped. Ramila Chanashev, president of the Australian Uyghur Tangrita Women's Association, AUTWA, told Yahoo News Australia after seeing the post. Chanashev said she was distressed to see the comparison when, in what she still refers to as East Turkestan, people are still disappearing, they are ethnically cleansing the people. The post was not only shared by China's embassy in France, but by Zhang Heqiang, China's Director of Cultural Affairs in Pakistan before later deleting the post, Newsweek reported. Dr. Melanie O'Brien, visiting professor at the University of Minnesota and president of the International Association of Genocide Scholars, told Yahoo News she was shocked to see the post because state-run Chinese social media accounts are usually far more measured. "You can certainly commit genocide without razing buildings to the ground," she said, echoing Chanashev's words. UN condemned Chinese for crimes against humanity. On October 18, 51 United Nations member countries issued a joint declaration condemning the Chinese government's crimes against humanity committed against Uyghurs and other Turkic communities, and urging China to end its violations of human rights in Xinjiang. Members of Uyghur and other predominantly Muslim minorities in Xinjiang continue to suffer serious violations of their human rights, the statement says. China's calls for peace in Gaza are double standard. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China, President Xi Jinping, during a meeting with Egyptian Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouly, has stressed that the top priority is to bring about a ceasefire in Gaza and prevent the conflict from spreading and causing a severe humanitarian crisis. Although Chanashev agrees there must be peace in Gaza and her community need to support the Holy Land, she is appalled with the double standards displayed by the Chinese government. At the same time, China is committing horrific genocide in their own backyard, she said. Shane in spotlight amid dodgy manufacturing claims. Don't care about truth, China slams, preposterous claims. Inside the Beijing newspaper fueling Australia-China conflict. Gaza's conflict rolls on. Palestinian militant group Hamas launched cross-border raids from Gaza on October 7, killing more than 1,400 people and taking hostages. Israel then declared war with the territory, killing over 8,500 Palestinians so far, according to Gaza's health ministry. This comes after a long history of tension between Israel and Palestine and the removal of Palestinians since Israel's founding in 1948. There have been calls for a ceasefire from people across the globe, with thousands of Australians taking part in pro-Palestinian rallies despite Australian officials recently abstaining from voting on the UN's demand for a humanitarian truce. Do you have a story tip? Email newsroomai@yahoonews.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and YouTube. Trending. Heartwarming twist after no one shows up to boy's third birthday party. Yahoo News Australia 2-minute read. Activists plea to Instagram influencers. NCA Newswire 2-minute read. Popular Aussie dog food recalled after horrifying discovery. Yahoo News Australia 2-minute read. Lemon fires back after rape charge. NCA Newswire 2-minute read. Surfer dies after attack by 4-meter shark at Aussie beach. Yahoo News Australia 2-minute read. Latest stories. NCA Newswire: child dies in horror accident at Sydney school. Emergency services were called to the school for disabled children after reports a child had been seriously hurt on its grounds. Yahoo Finance: AU multi-millionaire Tim Gurner on fallout from damaging rant and 7-minute rebirth. Multi-millionaire Tim Gurner has broken his silence about the tough period after his damaging and out of touch call for entitled workers to lose their jobs and the 7-minute stare-off that led to his rebirth. Yahoo Sport Australia: Nathan Cleary and Mary Fowler detail confirms huge relationship. Reports the Aussie sporting stars have set tongues wagging in a very telling new display of public affection. Details here. Yahoo News Australia: Aussie wildlife found thriving 15,000 kilometres from home. I can't believe it, the mob's existence took more than a year to prove. Watch the moment they were discovered. NCA Newswire: grim warning for Aussie homeowners. A major economic health check recommends the Reserve Bank makes a major move on interest rates when the board meets next week. HuffPost wants to tell him, Trump mocked over baffling, great country, announcement. The former president's latest video contains a strange claim about his plans for the nation. Yahoo Finance: AU money for millions of Aussies eligible for $23 billion November cost of living relief. Millions of Australian households and small businesses will be eligible for billions of dollars worth of cost of living relief in November to take the edge off the current financial burden. Yahoo News Australia: heartwarming twist after no one shows up to boy's third birthday party. None of William Buck's friends attended his birthday party on the beach on the weekend, so his dad Stephen had a last-minute idea to get people to come. Yahoo Sport Australia: Nathan Leon spills on wife's funny reaction after cricket promo jumps the gun. Nathan Leon is hungrier than ever after his Ashes campaign was ended early. Read more here. Yahoo News Australia: Aussies stunned after farmer discovers huntsman party under a bucket. The farmer told Yahoo News he was going about his business when he made the startling find, footage of which has now gone viral. Yahoo Finance: AU Netflix, Apple TV, Spotify. The rising subscription costs that won't come down. The cost of living crisis has forced many of us to give up our nights out. But now, our nights in are getting more expensive as well. Yahoo Sport Australia: Sam Kerr wins top women's football gong as teammate responds to Ballon d'Or miss. Sam Kerr won another award, only a day after missing out on the top trophy. Find out more here. Yahoo News Australia: unheard of side effect of bushfire season hitting Aussie homes. As devastating bushfires continue to ravage the nation's east coast, some communities have been hit by an unusual side effect of firefighters using high volumes of water. Yahoo Lifestyle: glowing summer skin. Score this cult product for free. Say goodbye to scaly and flaky skin with these body washes and balms. Here's why women love them. Yahoo Sport Australia: Saudi Arabia to host 2034 World Cup as football world blasts. Absolute joke. Gianni Infantino has once again prompted backlash. Find out more here. Yahoo Sport Australia: Ivan Cleary's truth bomb for Jerome Luai amid $850,000 Panthers decision. Ivan Cleary has warned clubs it's a risk to fork out $1 million for Jerome Luai. Yahoo News Australia: Nima responds after Aussies ridicule Outback charging station. Detailma's off-grid electric vehicle charger has been slammed by some people online for one detail they say doesn't make sense. Yahoo Sport Australia: Eddie Jones ripped by Rugby Australia boss over completely unfair comment. The former Wallabies coach has been called out over his controversial remarks about the Aussie greats. More here. Yahoo News Australia: posties disrespectful move with package highlights. Alarming Aussie problem. Security footage has captured the shocking incident. An owner of the parcel was less than impressed. The new voice of Ukraine: UN finds Russia responsible for Rosa missile strike that killed 59 civilians. The missile strike on a cafe in Rosa, Kharkiv Oblast, was a deliberate attack by the Russian military, the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights reported on October 31st. Home. Latest. National. World. Environment. Terms and privacy policy. Privacy dashboard. Help. Share your feedback about our ads. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.